Hello, hi everyone, hi everyone, hi. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen. Okay, so Ravi, can you please mute from your end? Okay, alright, guys. Okay, so fine. So yesterday we have seen and we have started with the Azure Kubernetes Service integration with the ELK. Okay, so now we will see the continuation for other Azure services, how exactly this particular thing being configured, how exactly we need to place an integration. Okay, that is what the thing we will see, guys. Okay, all right. So fine. So let me try to connect to the virtual machine
This
first.
conference will now be recorded.
Let me try to connect to the virtual machine. So that I can access the Kubernetes cluster, so that we can see a quick recap on the part whatever we discussed yesterday. Okay. All right. Alright, so I'm just double checking the parts are up or not. Okay, I'm just double checking. Okay, to keep CTL get view. Okay, just double checking the parts. Okay, fine. Alright, so exactly we have deployed Elastic Agent yesterday into the Kubernetes cluster. Alright, just a PO hyphen here so that you can see all the parts. If you notice, there is an Elastic Agent being deployed into the kube-system namespace. For example, if you have 4 nodes, so in our case you are just seeing the node count as only 1, right? So only 1 node means 1 Elastic Agent. If you have the 4 nodes, 4 Elastic Agents you can see under kube-system. Okay, under kube-system. All right, so now the part here is the next part which we are going to discuss here is, okay, so this is one of the approach where it's a direct Elastic Agent integration. So by this one, I think it's a direct agent deployment to the Kubernetes cluster, where this particular agent will pull the information and it will pass to the Elastic Cloud. That is what exactly we have seen yesterday. Let me go to the browser and let me share the part. And we log into the cloud and we'll log into the cloud and we'll see how exactly logs are getting displayed. Just a second. Thank okay, all right. Okay, so you just come here. Okay, you just come here as part of this particular thing, right? So just go log into the Elastic Cloud. Elastic Cloud login. Just go for this. Just try to log in with the your account or whatever the account you have created yesterday. Just try to log in with that. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think it's just always pointing my another trial account. Let me go for a incognito window. The Elastic Cloud. Okay. Just go for the Elastic Cloud. Okay. So you know already this particular the login ID and whatever we have used yesterday, the same thing I'm just using here. I'm trying to log in. Okay, let me use with the Google login. I think I have used the Google one only. Should be okay. Okay. Okay, you're logged into the Elastic Cloud. It's perfectly all right. Okay, I already measured the 14 days trial. Okay, fine. So this is our deployment, which is healthy for now. Now you can see that, and you can double check that one now. The important thing here is a very important thing. The first and foremost thing, you need to select a right sized Elastic Cloud cluster. That is what exactly you need to make sure whenever you are going for ELK. Don't think like, okay, it's just a casual purchase where you can have some fixed amount of bill and all. Don't ever think like that. How exactly Elastic Cluster works here is you need to buy some credits. You need to buy some credits for an year, and you will use those credits in that year. This is how this one will work. For example, if you purchase only Elastic Cloud for 1 year for 10,000 US dollar, maybe you can get few credits and you can use it. Example, if those 10,000 US dollar credits are not enough for you for the year, then you need to upgrade your plan. You need to change your license. This is what you need to make sure. Always remember. I will show you how exactly the Elastic Cloud sizing thing we need to do, and don't worry about that one. So first and foremost thing, let's see few things here. Okay, as I already mentioned yesterday, just go for the Discover. This is the place exactly you can see all your logs at one place. Here you are seeing two types of indexes. One is logs and another one is metrics. You can check the logs and the metrics, whatever is coming from your Kubernetes cluster to the Elastic Cloud. So that is the exact part here. This is okay. All right. Now what exactly the thing I want to show here is, for example, just click this one, just go scroll down, and you can go for your integration part. This is what you have integrated yesterday, right? Now we are going to see a few more things as part of this integration. So before going for that, I want to show you one case for you. Just a second. I'm just going here one more time. Just scroll down there. You can see, especially the fleet. Just go for the fleet. Okay. So what exactly the thing and what exactly you are seeing here? Okay. See, the point here is always remember here, guys. Okay. Always remember. So yesterday this part have created an integration. Okay, always remember one thing, Elastic Cloud agent policy. This particular agent policy will be always a fixed one in the Elastic Cloud world. Okay, you cannot even delete this one. It's almost it's completely owned by the Elastic Cloud. Okay, just forget about this one. This particular thing will help you in case of APM integration. Okay, APM integration, you will understand that one slowly. Don't worry about this one. Forget about this particular thing now. So these two, now we'll focus these two. So then what are these two? You know one thing, this was the VM yesterday which we have used for our Kubernetes cluster, but today our VM name is this one. You know one thing, the reason for that one is you stopped the Kubernetes cluster and you started. So that is the reason it is just considering another name in the Kubernetes. Okay, let me log into the portal so that you will get an idea. I just want to show you from where that particular node ID you are seeing. That is what I'm trying to show for you guys. Just a second, I'm just waiting for the code. Alright, I got the code. Okay, 646491952. Alright, let's go for the verification now. Alright, so you are here now, and simply I'm just going for the VMSS. That is the one exactly. You can check virtual machine scale set. Just go for that. Under the VMSS, you can double check one thing. You just open this particular VMSS. If you go for the VMSS, there you can see the instances. Can you please click on the instances? There you can check this particular ID. Okay, I'm seeing something. Just open this particular one. Yes, okay, this is the one computer name. AKS-agent pool 7695769 VMSS 5 zeros and 1. Okay, the same thing you can see here. Okay, that is what exactly. Right. Okay. All right. So now you can double check how exactly this particular data is streaming from this particular agent to the Elastic Cloud from here. You can double check that one. You just come here simply. right? You just come here. Now you are seeing data streams, right? So this particular thing, now you can double check, see, you can type. So here you can check, okay, how exactly the logs are coming. You can double check all these things are pulling logs from your Kubernetes to the Elastic Cloud. Now you can check the logs, actually what exactly these things are doing here. The Filebeat, Elastic Agent, Metric Beat, and the container logs, all these things got pulled from your Kubernetes to the Elastic Cloud, and this is the size being pulled so far. That one also you can double check here. All right, so this is just for your confirmation. What are all the things exactly you achieved, especially in the Elastic Cloud, just for exploration, so that you will get an idea. All right, I'm just going further. Okay, I'm just going further, and you know already, I think we have created an agent policy yesterday, right? We have created an agent policy. That was this particular agent policy. All right, so we understand this fleet part, what exactly that particular thing was showing here. All right, so now interestingly, so what else exactly you need to focus here? Okay, that is also very important thing. Now, you know one thing, yesterday I already mentioned, with that integration directly Elastic Agent being deployed in the Kubernetes cluster, and from the Kubernetes cluster, that particular logs and metrics will be pushed to the Elastic Cloud. That is what the simple thing is happening, right, guys? That is what the simple thing is happening. Now let me open the diagram screen so that you will get an idea. Okay, all right, so this is what exactly we have achieved yesterday. But the point is, you have deployed a simple Elastic Agent. That particular Elastic Agent is pulling logs from the Kubernetes to the Elastic Cloud. Remember one thing, in real time you will face one issue here. That particular issue is, for example, your Elastic Agent is pulling everything, because we have enabled everything, right? If you recall yesterday's our configuration, we have enabled, I will show the configuration as well for you, for your confirmation, so that you will get a very good idea. Just a second. Let's go there. Yeah. Okay, just come here. Just go for the integrations, right? Just go for the integrations. Under the integrations, just go for the Kubernetes. Okay, just go for the Kubernetes. Once you come to the Kubernetes, right, especially integration policies, once you open the integration policy, Azure, this was the policy we have added. See, you have enabled all the metrics and all, so that all the metric information along with the container logs, everything is coming here. You know, in real time, this one will cost you more and more. You need to control it properly. Maybe, for example, in some case, okay, you don't really require Elastic Agent to be acted very clearly here, because before to this Elastic Agent, you know, the approach was Filebeat and Metric Beat deployment. So that is also easy. I will show that Filebeat also for you quickly so that you will get an idea. Okay, I'm just opening here. I'm just opening Elastic Cloud documentation. Okay, the Filebeat in Elastic Cloud. Okay. Elastic Cloud documentation. They also have the documentation, guys. Remember one thing, it's completely chargeable in the sense Elastic Cloud is chargeable. You know how their documentation will be. Their documentation will not be very clear. Trust me, I'm saying their documentation will not be very clear. The reason is, even they want to sell even that particular setup areas also. You know one thing, whenever you are planning to buy the Elastic Cloud, especially, for example, I'm just opening one documentation here. Not so easy for us easy to understand each and everything here. It will not like Azure documentation. Azure documentation will be step 1, step 2, step 3, something like that. This one will not be like that. The reason for that one is because they want to sell that particular thing as a training. The Elastic Cloud wants to sell their product as a training also, so that they will charge you. They will charge you more and more. This is what their selling point. This is also one of the selling point for them. But if you have a very good intention to learn, of course you can learn by referring different links, not only the Elastic Cloud one. So that is the one exactly I'm just trying to say for you guys. Okay, all right, just a second. Let me search it properly. The Filebeat deployment to Kubernetes. Okay, for example, Kubernetes in Elastic Cloud documentation. This is what the search exactly I'm giving. Let's go there and open the documentation. Yeah, I'm seeing some link here. Okay, we will go there and verify that one. Okay, Right. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the case how to deploy a Filebeat into the Kubernetes, how exactly the Filebeat works. This is what the part I'm showing you. You know one thing, yesterday we have seen Elastic Agent. You know, Elastic Agent is doing two things. Elastic Agent is doing two things. Elastic Agent will cover Filebeat and metric beat also. But in some cases, maybe in your company, for example, you don't really require metric beat and all. For example, okay, you want to go with a Filebeat approach. There is another approach, that is what I'm going to show you. Only Filebeat, this particular Filebeat only pull your logs. It will only pull your logs. It will not pull any other thing. That's all. That is all. In that case, you simply delete your Elastic Agent integration from the Elastic Cloud. That is what the thing. Maybe we can achieve that particular part. How exactly the Filebeat works in Elastic Cloud. Okay, that is what the part. Yesterday we have seen how exactly Elastic Agent works. Now I'm going to show a part of that which is the Filebeat. Okay, so right, so you are seeing some manifest file and some documentation part is there. It will not be very clear for you, but you can go for this particular link or not an issue. I'm just taking this particular link. I'm just pasting you in a chart. Okay, pasting you in a chart. Just go there and refer it. All right, so fine. So there you are seeing some particular link here. Just come here, just copy this one. You just copy this one. Just copy this one. Just call whatever is there. I'm just going to your virtual mission. Whatever the virtual mission you have, I'm just going here. I'm just clear the screen and just paste over there. Okay, just download. So you know, I think you have downloaded an YAML. You have downloaded literally an YAML, which is a Filebeat Kubernetes.yaml. You no need to understand anything about this Filebeat Kubernetes lab, because this is the predefined one. Okay, predefined one. But I want to confirm you one thing, ma. If you notice the Filebeat YAML, in the Filebeat YAML, there you are seeing Filebeat inputs. Okay, there it is of the type container. There they are giving some path. Okay, some mounting path. Where log containers. Remember one thing always in Kubernetes. The Kubernetes default behavior is, I'm talking about Kubernetes default behavior. Okay, Kubernetes default behavior always here is, always Kubernetes will write the logs. Always Kubernetes parts will write the logs to the node mounting path, that is where log containers. If you go to your node, whatever the node you have currently in Kubernetes, whatever the node you are using, always your logs will store over there in the path. That is the technique Elastic Cloud is using to pull that log. Okay, that is the technique they are using. That is the reason they configured where log container. This is the path of your node. Okay, that is what exactly this is. So simple. That is what they are simply using. Okay, all right, that doesn't matter for us. But the point is, once you are here, you just refer the documentation. There's something they are defining. Okay, something they are mentioning over there. Just a second. Just a second. Okay, so we just downloaded the YAML. The setting by default Filebeat sends even to the Elastic deployment you present. To specify a different destination, change the following parameters in the manifest file. What they are saying is, please go there and fill all these 4 values so that your Filebeat will send your logs to your Elastic Cloud. That is what the simple point they are making here now. Okay, that is what the simple thing. Okay, all right. So then, but the point is, from where we can get this Elasticsearch host or Elasticsearch port or something, username and password, all these things, right? This is what the thing you need to understand. Okay, right. The first and foremost thing here is, if you open this particular Filebeat YAML, can you please scroll down? Always remember, your Filebeat or your Elastic Agent, everything will run as a daemon set. Okay, daemon set. Now the point is, I'm just going down. Okay, there somewhere you can see this particular configuration. That is what exactly we need to modify. Yeah, okay, all right. So here you can see line number 73. Elasticsearch host, Elasticsearch port, Elastic username, Elastic password. All these things you are seeing, right? Remember one thing. Here, 2 types of techniques are there to configure this particular integration. Okay. Here, this is one set. Okay. This is one set, which is host, port, username, password. There is another technique which you can use this approach also. By using Cloud ID and Cloud Auth, you can do the same. you can do the same. That is also possible. But remember one thing, you cannot use both at the same time. You cannot use these two different authentications at the same time. For example, if you want to use Cloud ID and Cloud Auth, simple, you simply come here, just comment this. Just comment this. We should not enable this one. Otherwise, it will consider this one as a priority. You just comment out those above things, okay? Comment out those above things. Here you are seeing some Cloud ID, Cloud Auth. You just go there to your Elastic Cloud. Now I'm going to the Elastic Cloud now. Okay, just go to the Elastic Cloud. In the Elastic Cloud, just go for your deployment, whatever the deployment you have created, right? We provision a deployment. Just open that particular deployment here. Yes, you can see a deployment here. The interesting thing here is, okay, once you click on the deployment, I'm just coming to the part again. One more time, I'm just showing for you. The moment when you log in, you can see a deployment. Click the deployment. When you click that deployment, this is Elastic Cloud Cluster. This is Elastic Cloud Cluster deployment, okay? Don't think like it is Azure one, because there is in this cloud you have one cluster. That is what we will call Elastic Cloud Cluster. Don't think like it's a Kubernetes cluster. It's a cloud cluster, we will call it as, okay? You just come here, just click three dot symbol, click manage deployment, then you can go inside your deployment, okay? You can go inside your deployment. Here you can see something like Cloud ID. Here you can see something like Cloud ID, something like that. So this is what the thing. See, for example, if you want to use Elasticsearch endpoint, just copy the endpoint. That is what the thing which we commented in the YAML, okay? The part which we commented, that particular reference, you can use this particular endpoint for that. But we are going another approach, which is a Cloud ID. Simply copy that particular Cloud ID, right? You just come here, just paste over there, okay? We pasted the Cloud ID. Nice, okay? Once you are done, just save that one. There is a Cloud Auth also you need to provide. Remember one thing, always you need to pass the Cloud Auth in this format only. I will show that one now. If you recall one particular thing, right? If you recall one particular thing, just a second. Let me double check whether they are giving any technique here. I already know how exactly we need to pass it. No worries, okay? I just want to show you the documentation also if they really provided somewhere. That is what I'm just looking. Okay, it's okay, no worries. So Cloud Auth, okay guys, okay, Cloud Auth always you need to provide in this format, okay? You need to provide your username. My username is Elastic. How do I know my username is Elastic? I will show you that one. If you recall, yesterday when we are creating, yesterday when we are creating our what is this one? Yesterday when we are creating our Elastic Cloud, right? We have downloaded a .csv file. I don't know whether you guys can recall that particular thing or not, okay? We have downloaded a .csv file. I think that is exactly when you are creating this particular cloud account itself, it asks you to please download your credentials. That is where we downloaded. That's what I'm checking. Just a second. I'm just looking for the credentials. Just give me a second. Yep. All right. I got the credentials. Okay. I got the credentials. Let me share my screen. I think I opened that CSV. Guys, if you recall yesterday, we have downloaded a .csv. This is what the .csv. Okay. So there is a password. This is the password. Remember, always when you are providing a password for the Filebeat YAML, you know, whenever you are providing that particular password for the Filebeat YAML, always you need to pass in this particular format only. Okay, like Elastic : password. This is the approach you need to use. Then what is this Elastic? This Elastic is nothing but username. If you recall that's .csv, what are the .csv you just opened, right? If you open that one, there is a username called Elastic. I hope you remember that particular part, okay? So you need to pass username : password. This is the approach. Now, once you are done with this, that is all. You don't need to do anything. You just come here, right? You just come here, just come here, kubectl. Okay, before going and double checking this particular part, right? So I'm just disconnecting the Elastic agent approach, okay? Elastic agent approach, so that you will get a very good clarity, okay, how exactly this Filebeat is working, how exactly that's what Elastic agent is working. I'm just going to this particular sorry, I think I clicked on the wrong button. Just a second. I don't need to go for the management and all, deployment and all. All right. Okay, just click three dot symbol, just scroll down. Just scroll down, go for the integrations. I'm just simply disconnecting the integration. That is what the thing I'm going to do, because this is not required, because I'm going to use the Filebeat now for now, right? So just go for the Kubernetes. I think in this, from here also you can go. Okay, from here also you can go. Just go for the integration policies. Right, so here is the one exactly you are using, right? So just delete integration. So if you delete integration, automatically there is no integration between your Elastic Cloud and the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, simply you're deleting. See, this action will echo to agent. The fleet has detected the agent policy already used by some of your agent, cannot be undone, or yes. Okay, just simply delete the integration. So automatically this particular part being deleted. See, I think the connection gone. Okay, now the connection gone, so there is no integration at all. Okay, all right. So now the point here is, okay, so for now, but if you go for the discover, still you can see the logs, because it's a database. These particular logs are coming from Elasticsearch database. You can see these logs now, not an issue, because these logs will be stored in the database. That is what you are seeing for now. Okay, all right. Now the interesting thing here is I'm just going there, right? I'm just going there and just applying the filebeat.yaml. Okay, filebeat.kubernetes.yaml we downloaded. That is what we're going to apply. kubectl apply -f and whatever the Filebeat, right? So I'm just giving Filebeat simple, just apply. That's all. Simple. Integration is very simple. See, everything been deployed. Now to know whether each and everything is really good or not, kubectl get po -e, just go there and check the parts. Okay, all right guys, you can just come here. Now you can double check. There is a Filebeat which is going for the error image pull. Okay, there is an issue it is showing. Okay, let's see. Let's describe the part. So when now you are seeing some issue, I think you can go for a describe. kubectl describe po, just come here, my Filebeat or something, right, namespace. Okay, just come here. There you can go for the kube-system, right? So you simply go for this one. There you can see something is, oh come on, I think it is not the issue from our end. Seems to be that particular version is not there, but how come they're recommending that version? They failed to pull that particular 8.5.3. So they are saying error image pull back off, it's failed. Okay, it's failed. The image 8.5.3 is not found. This is not really our issue. This seems to be what are the documentation they recommended, or something is wrong there, something is wrong here, why we are going for 8.5.3? We copied the same, right? But it is showing only 8.5. It is showing only 8.5. I'm not very sure why 8.5.3 in the picture. Let me double check this particular thing. See, the Filebeat, it is showing 8.5.3. Seems to be actually that particular 8.5.3 really not there. Let me do one thing. I'm just making 8.5. Okay, I'm just 8.5. Just let me try to deploy one more time, and we'll see. Unchanged as a configured. Okay, now let's go there and check the part one more time, and this time we'll see error image pull. Let me do one small thing. Delete po. Whatever the error is coming for the Filebeat, I'm just copying that particular thing, hyphen namespace, the kube-system. Okay, I just want to make sure that things are really good or not. Error image pull or something, really it's an issue. Who seems to be this particular configuration is not correct. Okay, so whatever the version they are mentioning here, let me do one thing. Instead of discussing all this thing, I'm simply giving the tag as the latest. Okay, we know this, right? So something will be there as the latest, so that the latest will be downloaded, so that we will be safe. So let's go there and try to apply in that format, and we'll see how this things works. I'm just going for the error image pull. Still I'm seeing error image pull. Let's double check. Seems to be something is issue. I think it is not because of our authentication or authorization issue. Something is wrong in this particular YAML itself. That's what exactly I do understand here. Describe po with the whatever the part, the Filebeat YAML. Okay, Filebeat YAML, whatever you are seeing, just -n kube-system, right? Kube-system, right? Kube-system just comes. Oh, sorry, the kube-system. Kube-system. Just go there and double check. Failed. Latest not found. Come on. To be frank, I am not very sure on this one. The reason is, I think, because whatever they are giving, the same thing we are executing. I think it's failing for now, guys. It's failing for now. Just a second. I think I opened the wrong one. It's failing for now. Let me go there and double check one more time. What exactly? To download the manifest file, they're already saying 8.5 something, right? To download the run this one. Okay, that is what we have done. Filebeat uses the host path volume the post standard. It's located on the file. Okay. Kubernetes, you need to remove a type directly created from the manifest. Okay, you need to remove the type. Kubernetes 1.0. It's not earlier. It's the latest version of the Kubernetes. Not an issue. Oh, something is wrong in this particular deployment now. Okay, this is definitely not because of us. Let me check the Docker images. I just want to see the Docker image path. Okay, I just want to see the Docker pull. This is what the thing, right? So docker.elastic or beats filebeat or something. Let me go there and double check the configuration for you one more time. Docker.elastic.0 beats filebeat, right? Just come here now. Just go to the Visual Studio Code. Let me double check and paste here so that I can compare whether it's reflecting the same. It's perfectly alright. So 8.5.2 is the one they're recommending. Okay, let me go there and double check this particular 8.5.2 and we'll try the part, the same thing now. 8.5.2 instead of the latest 8.5.2. just save this one and remove this particular gap here. Okay, or just save this particular part. You just come here and try one more time, just applying this particular Filebeat Kubernetes YAML one more time and just double check the parts. Double check the parts, so the parts are getting listed without any. Yes, see, I think it's an image issue. It's not our issue, to be frank. It's a documentation issue. Okay, it's a documentation issue. I think it is pulling a 8.5.3. actually 8.5.3 is not there. The tag is not there. 8.5.3 tag is not there, but there, I think it's a typo in the documentation. Okay, all right, so I think let's wait for some time. I think this should be okay. Perfectly all right. It is running now. I'm going there and double checking the logs, kubectl logs, PO. Now I'm going there and double checking the Filebeat log, how exactly the Filebeat is working here. Half and hand, you just come here, kube-system. Okay, just come here and check the logs now. Kubectl, you don't need to provide the PO when you are checking the logs. You know the part already, I believe, right? Just come here, just hit the logs, and you can check this particular thing very clearly. If you see some error while making a connection, I think something is wrong, but I don't see anything. I'm just keeping a running log. I think should be okay. I think should be okay. Okay, that is what the part I do understand. I don't see any error here now. This is perfectly all right. Now the logs are getting pulled by using your Filebeat, and those logs are passing to your Elastic Cloud. That is the part we have seen right now. Now you just come here. If you go to your part, okay, from now onwards, the logs which will comes from the Kubernetes cluster is from Filebeat, not from Elastic Agent. That is the difference now. That is the difference which you need to understand always, guys. Okay. For example, maybe because this is a 41. This is 41. I think this is a few minutes before where we stop at the Elastic. It will take few seconds. The latest log to be displayed here. Okay, just wait, there is a gap. It's a 41 where we stopped the integration between Elastic Agent and the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, now you can see a fresh log after a few seconds, especially that is coming from your Filebeat. Okay, we can verify that one in few minutes. All right, that is one of the thing you just want to show you. In the same way, you can do metric bit deployment also. Okay, I'm just asking you to please go there and proceed on the metric bit one. Simple thing, that particular part also, metric bit deployment. Okay, metric bit deployment to Kubernetes in Elastic Cloud doc. Okay, why you are referring Elastic Cloud documentation? Because we need to get that particular YAML ready. That is the only thing we are referring that one. Just open there. I think you can find that particular link where exactly, see, they are referring some particular metric bit YAML. Simple, you need to copy this particular thing and just simply you go there and you need to install this one. Okay, that is the only thing you need to do. Okay, and remember one thing. Whenever you are doing this one, you need to install kube state metrics into your Kubernetes cluster. That is also straightforward. You don't need to worry on that. So the same thing, the configuration is same. Maybe you can take this one as a homework and you can do this particular part, the metric bit part. Okay, but if you think, okay, this Filebeat and the metric bits are keep confusing us. If you think, okay, simple, go for Elastic Agent. Elastic Agent will do both. And integration also very straightforward. Okay, that is what the thing. All right, this is very clear. See the logs that the Filebeat logs are. I think it's keep loading. So the point here is, I think it will take few seconds to be displayed here. Let's reload one more time and we'll double check. Whether the latest log being pushed or not. No worries. We'll confirm that and we'll prove it. Don't worry on that. Yeah, I think we need to wait for some time. It is still 23:41 only. All right, fine. Okay. Now I'm just going for the integration part further. If you go for the integration, just go for the integration. If you see this one, okay. Now you may need to understand few more thing also here, okay. Few more thing also. That particular part here is okay. You just come here. Here you need to focus one important thing. For example, if you want to integrate some other component from Azure, okay. So far, okay, you just showed us how exactly you can integrate Kubernetes, right? For example, you are using some other component. Right? So to pass that particular component log to the Elastic Cloud, what should we do? Okay, you are saying something. For example, if you are using application gateway, okay, some technique they are showing. If you are using some containerization, some technique they are showing. If you are using event data, something like that, all these things you are saying. But my point is, you are using a friend door, but the friend door is not here. I don't see any friend door here. Then how exactly we need to do that? Right? How exactly we need to do that? That is what the part which you need to understand as well, guys. Okay. So that is exactly the thing which you need to understand. Integration with other other Azure components for the ELK. Okay, that is also quite important. Okay, that is also quite important. So especially, I'm going to show you one particular scenario, especially how exactly the friend door or some other component or API management logs, how exactly you are pushing API management or friend door logs to ELK. There is a technique which you need to understand. That is what the learning point exactly you need to do, guys. Okay, that is what the thing. All right, that is the one of the pending part which I need to cover. Okay, and there is another one which I'm highlighting for you, Elastic APM. Okay, application performance monitoring. This is a very important. Application performance monitoring is the one where exactly your application is, how exactly your application is performing. Is it really doing good? All the APIs are doing good? How many APIs are failing? At each and everything, okay, each and every metric information you can double check by using application performance monitoring guys. Okay, that is quite possible. But how exactly we need to do? Again, this is straightforward. See, simple. I will quickly explain one particular part for you so that you can give it a try if you are interested. Okay, so Elastic APM in Fleet. Okay, for example, you are considering this one, just assume. Okay, all right, you don't need to do anything, just go for your Java application. Okay, what they are telling, okay, just go there, download the APM agent. Okay, they are saying just download the jar file from the Maven Center. Okay, we can see a jar file and we can download that one, no doubt in that. Just go here. Okay, just go here. There you can see one particular jar file, right? Just download this particular jar. This is what the jar file they are just asking you to download. Simple, download it. Okay, download it. So what else we need to do? Start your application with the Java agent flag. Add -Java agent flag and configure agent with the system properties. Okay, so now you need to understand few important things here. You don't need to worry about all these things. Okay, I will tell. Here you are seeing something, right? It is already recommending you how exactly you need to execute your application. How exactly you need to execute your application, it is already telling you. It is already mentioning you. Okay, it is already mentioning you how exactly. So this is the one of the technique which you can use easily. See, Java -jar, my application -jar is the technique you are using today. If I am not wrong, Java -jar, my application .jar is the one you are using. I can open your Azure DevOps and I can show what exactly the command you are using. Okay, what exactly the command you are using. Maybe I'm just going for the repository. Right? I'm just going for the repository. Just go for middleware. I'm just opening example for you. How exactly you need to do that is what the thing we are discussing here. Just go for one of the Docker file. Here is the Docker file. If you recall this Docker file, Java -jar app.jar. This is what your execution command. Now what I am telling here is, in between, simply you need to pass this particular command as well. That's it. Okay, that is what the thing I am telling you here, guys. Okay, just go here. In between this particular part you need to paste. You need to paste as it is. Okay, then automatically your application will send your application application performance, meaning that your API behavior, each and monitoring, and the metrics, logs, each and everything you can monitor from the ELK directly. That is exactly the thing. This is straightforward. Don't worry about this particular thing. But whatever the part I just mentioned you for the Java, I just showed you what exactly you need to do. You downloaded a jar file. You just create one particular folder. Okay, you just create one particular folder. That is what the path of this particular folder. Place that jar file inside of that one. Where you will create this folder, please create a folder inside your repository. Please create a folder inside your repository. Okay, I'm just showing you. Okay, I'm just showing you the part. Please create a folder inside your repository. I'm just coming here. Create one folder inside agent folder. Just paste that one. Just paste that one. That particular path kindly provide in that particular command. So that's it you need to do, guys. Okay, that is the path of this one. The remaining values are as it is. These and all as it is, don't change. These are the URL, token, environment. If you are changing it, that's your wish, not an issue. And the application package, that whatever the thing. These things are whatever it is recommending, just paste over there, not an issue. Okay, this is your jar file already. This particular part is there in the Docker file already. The Docker file bottom command you need to modify with this one. That is the only thing you need to do here. Okay. Alright guys, okay, what I will do is tomorrow I can show you how exactly we can integrate some other component with ELK. That is the part I will show you. Okay, and this particular thing, to be frank, I'm just asking you to give a try. If you are not really if you are unable to do, definitely I will show this one, because this is a straightforward. Okay, this is a straightforward, but I no need to worry much because this documentation is very clear. That is the only reason. Okay. Alright, and I will show you alerting part as well, how exactly we need to configure some alerts and all, especially in this particular ELK. Okay, and I will try to show you some uptime part as well. These are all the key areas. Whatever I'm showing you, these are all the key areas which you need to implement in your real time. Okay, that's why I'm showing you this part, guys. Okay. Alright, we'll see the remaining part as part of this ELK tomorrow. Alright, if you have any questions, maybe you can ask, otherwise we can drop off. Oh, thank you all and see you all in the next session.